okay.
I've been seeing a lot of Osamu Mikomo come up in a lot of conversations recently, and I really feel like people are missing the mark on how his character works. Like, I've been seeing wild stuff like, yeah, he's a better strategist than John. He's a better strategist than Shikamaru and Naruto. And I'm just like, have we watched the same series? And big shout out to Kaiser Shonen for making the original Bodio. And this really isn't his fault because John is labeled as a strategist, but he really isn't. Because see, a strategist is somebody that's good at making a plan of action that dwindles your resources as little as possible. John is more an example of an innovator. He's somebody that introduces new methods or ideas to a situation, and then that allows somebody to move forward with either their own strategy or something that they want to do in order to further the plot. And look, I get it. Making fun of Ruby is like, you know, the norm now on the interwebs, but just because you don't like the things that he introduces doesn't mean that he's not contributing to the team. It just means that everyone in Ruby kind of goes off of battle IQ instead of having well thought out plans that they execute with elite precision. And if you don't believe that that's how it works, I mean, check out World Trigger itself. Literally the most current chapter at the time of this recording, chapter 238, is going through this same dilemma where characters in a world of people who like breeds tacticians and strategists are going through this idea of they don't have pre-existing knowledge, and so therefore it's hard to come up with strategies, which is typically what happens in Ruby. So like, you can't really hate on them for not being as strategic as a show that's based around people being strategic, especially when the show itself is going through the same thing for the first time for a lot of people. This right here is the other main character of the show. He has more battle experience than Osamu, and you know, he's a bit smarter. At least I would take him over Osamu. If you wouldn't, I don't know what you... Anyway, I wouldn't even really say that Osamu is like that good of a strategist. He's more like an advisee. He really just hears advice from other people and applies it in ways that are very straightforward, but they end up working out because the people on his team that he is the leader of just happen to be so broken that no one else can create counter strategies that effectively work against them. That's pretty much it. That's how most of the show works. Which is why when they start facing smarter teams that can actually combat the brokenness of his teammates, Osamu's strategies start falling apart. And they have to add another character to their team who is a better strategist than Osamu. So I get the love that people are giving to Osamu, and he's definitely like on his come up, but like saying that he's a good strategist or a good example of how to write a strategist, I don't know, that seems like copium. But y'all let me know what you think of Osamu and who you think is a good strategist from World Trigger. My picks are always going to be Hughes and Jin, because their greatness. Come for me if you want to, they're both great. And yeah, let me know any other topics you think I should, you know, contest people about on the interwebs, because, you know, I have fun with that sometimes.